Welcome back to Peepo Coin Channel, everyone. The video for today is going to be quite interesting and might be very positive for cryptocurrency. Some amazing indications that I've seen have the potential to propel cryptocurrencies to the moon. Are you prepared for this? Let's get started. The Great Divide. Two opposing viewpoints, two factions. When it comes to gold, the two different investor groups that exist today couldn't be more different. It's like following a live financial debate. The gold bulls at Camp 1. These people believe that gold is booming because a significant and frightening event is imminent. They are discussing the possibility of impending black swan events, and to be honest, this appears to be the prevailing viewpoint at the moment. That's precisely why we must focus on what I'm going to demonstrate to you. The contrarians, or Camp 2. This is where things become fascinating, though. The strategy used by the second group is entirely different. One thing the majority of people aren't even thinking about. Their question is audacious. What if gold is truly at its peak at this very moment? What do you believe will happen to all that money next, if that is the case? It might involve stocks and cryptocurrency, spoiler alert. The analysis of why gold's bleak future might be cryptocurrencies. Take a look at this Singaporean video. Locals are physically overrunning gold and silver bullion vendors on this Friday night. As if their lives depended on it, people are scurrying to purchase coins and bars. The worst part is still to come. This is not limited to Singapore. Asia as a whole is experiencing this gold rush, and it's not over yet. Take a look at the following video. Australia's gold shops have long lines outside as prices reach all-time highs. Folks, we are discussing a worldwide phenomenon, the identification of patterns. Do you recall when crypto did this? My contrarian brain is starting to tingle at this point. Are you reminded of anything by this? Recall the time when cryptocurrency was causing everyone to go completely insane. Naturally, there were no actual lines for Bitcoin. Digital currency isn't exactly something you can hold in your hands. However, there were exchange crashes, digital lines, and people vying for admission with their grandmothers. And what took place? The market top was that, the universal indication of the market from tulips to toilet paper. The following is a timeless fact about markets. Your cue to start considering selling is when everyone, begins scurrying to buy something. This tendency has been observed throughout history. The well-known tulip bubble, the pandemic toilet paper rush, and innumerable other instances. The pinnacle is frequently reached when ordinary people are lining up to purchase something, and retail investors are ecstatic about it. And that something is gold at the moment. The theory of money flow. Where will capital go next? This brings us to the crucial question. Where does all of that money go if gold is indeed peaking out? Money doesn't simply vanish. Somewhere it must flow. To another industry, another area, another opportunity. Could cryptocurrencies be the next target of this enormous capital flow, given that people may be growing pessimistic about gold? Two opposing storylines are at play here. Something horrible is about to happen, which is why gold is booming. As gold reaches its peak, cryptocurrency may be poised for a similarly spectacular surge. Which side are you on? More significantly, are you prepared for what might happen next? If you think this analysis was useful, please share your ideas in the comments section below. And don't forget to hit the like button. The Bitcoin versus gold ratio chart is our research tool. Here's how we will thoroughly investigate this theory. Everything is beautifully tied together in a chart I have. It's the ratio of gold to Bitcoin. In a moment, we'll delve deeply into this. Let me first show you something that will blow your head. The psychology of Q, the significance of timing. Look at these lineups that are currently gathering outside gold bullies on dealerships. It's happening everywhere and might be a classic blow-off top scenario. But this is what truly makes me stop and think. When gold was doing this, where were all these people? When gold was decreasing or moving sideways, why weren't there long lines? Only until gold was rising in this manner did the lines begin to show. Additionally, a node tends to indicate that the top is in for that certain item, my friends. The level of insanity escalates. Watch dealers are essentially melting down their gold timepieces for $48,000 because things have gotten so out of control. Take a moment to consider that. Why couldn't gold reach $20,000 if Bitcoin reached $120,000? Here's what I think. I firmly think that the price of gold will eventually skyrocket. However, a significant collapse will cause that to occur. The key query is whether we are currently at that point of collapse. Or, will Bitcoin receive this money first? Sincerely, I don't believe that we have reached the brink of collapse yet. Allow me to demonstrate the extreme euphoria that has developed. Oh, the ideal combination of hype and reality. We've seen this classic blissful mood countless times. The exact same mindset that we saw when Bitcoin was at its peak. This is when things start to get interesting. This occurred just as these lines began to form in all of the world's major cities. Shattering. Following news that geologists in Africa have found the greatest gold deposit in history, a discovery that is expected to increase the world's gold supply by more than 10%. Gold prices are plummeting. Suddenly, and I mean suddenly, it happened. Massive new gold reserves are allegedly being discovered by people. We noticed that enormous waste for precisely this reason. And now the same question is being asked by everyone. Will the money go directly into equities and Bitcoin if gold dumps? The Bitcoin versus gold ratio is the graphic that makes all the difference. Our key graphic is useful in this situation. Does this really represent the pinnacle of gold? Since all the euphoric signs are flashing red, that really makes perfect sense to me. Give this psychology some thought. The fact that no one ever purchased gold when it was doing this is utterly strange. Or this, perhaps even in this place. But right now, they're in a hurry to buy. This is typical market activity that appears on several charts and timeframes. The technical inquiry, what we can learn from the Bitcoin-gold ratio. Let's get right to the heart of our inquiry now. What do we notice when we look at the ratio of Bitcoin to gold? There may be a head and shoulders pattern developing, according to some observers. A significant trend line has also been breached. The bearish scenario is that it may retest this broken trend line before continuing to decline. In such case, gold would continue to rise, making it a superior investment than Bitcoin. This is the exciting part, though. What if we are able to provide support in this crucial area? And have a look at this. A bullish divergence may be forming. I should clarify that this is only the first phase. A definitive formation is still a long way off. However, there are clearly early indications. Thus, we find ourselves at a pivotal juncture. In order to avoid missing what might be the most significant market calls of the year, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell if this research helped you understand the wider picture. Until the next time, continue to be profitable, educate yourself, and keep in mind that the best opportunities arise when everyone else is ignoring you. See you at the following one.